morning, everyone. I'm Jessel Maitraya, your SK chairwoman. I'm glad and thankful that you accepted my invitation for being a youth teacher here in our barangay. This program, namely Summer Advancement Math Activity Program, to ease the burden of the students in complying with the quality requirements under the new normal setup, Sangguniang Kabataan Federation President Zapar Marhom Solik preferred an ordinance seeking to establish a community-based per-teaching and tutorial program for students in the city. So you are here to teach your fellow students in grade 7 to 10. Each of you will have a lesson plan that will be your guide for the whole month. Let me share a quote from Elizabeth Andrew. Volunteers do not necessarily have the time. They just have the heart.
Good morning, Toledo. I am Chari Roldan, your teacher. So today, I will teach you about data management. Are you familiar with it?
Good morning, ma'am. It's so familiar, but I can't recall it.
Data management is a set of techniques that helps us to build programs, applications, and systems to store, process, and analyze data. Data management in math is a special type of data management where the data of mathematics form.
Really, ma'am? So it is important for making graphs, creating table, and calculating average and so on?
Exactly, Toledo.
Good morning, Penetrante. I am Arian Rupin and I will be your youth teacher. How are you today?
Good morning too, ma'am. I'm fine, thank you.
Well, that's good. So today, I am going to teach you about gathering and organizing of data.
What is the meaning of gathering and organizing of data, ma'am?
Well, before that, let me tell you first what is a data. Data are groups of information gathered through interviews and surveys. Gathering and organizing of data defined as a method of collecting, analyzing data for the purpose of validation and research using some techniques like surveys and interviews.
For example, we are having a field trip next month, so I conducted a survey to know who among my students were allowed by their parents to join the field trip. And here in my hands are their responses, and these responses are what we call the data. We can present and organize the data collected using tables and charts. This will be our table. The first column shows the responses, which the yes and no. Yes for those students who were allowed by their parents to join the field trip, and no to those students who weren't allowed by their parents to join the field trip. The second column is the tally, and the third one is the frequency. After tallying the responses, we are going to count the tally marks and put the count on the third column. We can analyze the table. There are 16 students who were allowed by their parents to join the field trip, and 4 students who were not allowed by their parents to join this field trip. And if we add 16 and 4, we can solve for the total number of students in my class. 16 plus 4 is equal to 20. Therefore, there are 20 students in my class.
Oh, I see. Now I understand that the gathering and organizing of data help us to arrange the data in order that we can easily read and work. It is difficult to work or do any analysis on our raw data. Hence, we need to organize the data to represent them in a proper way.
You're right, Penetrante.
Good morning, Toledo. I am Joy Yasa, your teacher. Are you feeling good?
Are you, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. I'm good.
So today, we will discuss about measures of central tendency. Do you know something about measures of central tendency?
Sorry, ma'am. I didn't know, ma'am.
In statistics, a central tendency is a central value or a typical value for a probability distribution. So you can see the three most common used measures of central tendency: the mean, median, and mode. Let's have an example. So find the mean, median, and mode of the data set. So we have here the following numbers: 24, 31, 21, 18, 24, and 22. Find the mean. How to find the mean, Toledo? We will add all the numbers first. 24 plus 31 plus 21 plus 18 plus 24 plus 22 is equals to 140. Since we already have the sum, we will divide it to the total number of numbers in the set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 140 divided by 6. So the answer is approximately to 23.33. So our mean is 23.33. More examples, we will discuss that on the next meeting.
The measures of central tendency allow researchers to determine the typically numerically point in a set of a data.
Absolutely, Toledo.
Good morning, David.
Good morning, Ma'am.
Today, we are discussing about the measures of relative position. So when we say measures of relative position, it is the conversions of values to show where a given value stands in relation to other values on the same groupings. There are 5 types of measures of relative position: the percentile, quartile, decile, standard score or the z-score, and lastly, box and whiskers plot. Box and whisker plot, sometimes called a box plot, is a graph that presents information from a 5-number summary. It is a way of summarizing a set of data measured on an interval scale.
So, Ma'am, measures of relative position give us a way to see where a certain data point or value falls in a sample or distribution. A measure can tell us whether a value is about the average or whether it's unusually high or low. Measures of position are used for quantitative data falls on some numerical scale.
Very good. Keep it up.
Great job, guys! Thank you for your cooperation. I hope that this will help you guide through your journey. Please listen to this motivational message. Volunteering also allows one to become more mature at a younger age. When you are exposed to volunteering at a young age, be it at the home front, school, or organizations, you would learn the importance of responsibility in carrying out your duties to the best of your ability. Embarking on volunteer activities would enable one to learn survival skills such as responsibility, ability to express ideas, as well as the importance of hard work and diligence. Have a nice day, guys. See you next week. Bye!